My maternal bloodline runs thick with paint. Each genetic brushstroke is coated with the undeniable characteristics that stain my DNA. When my parents were together, they fought a lot. I discovered very quickly that the only way to remove myself was to retreat into the canvas. I could safely escape into an environment that somehow provided just enough emotional validation to survive the madness. Now, don't get me wrong, my mother was and is a warm and nurturing woman. She was very invested in giving her children the best life possible, and when she found the courage to throw my father out the door, she made a life for us. However, if I had to categorize her into just one parenting style, I would have to concede that it was for the most part indifferent. She was a single mom, working hard and out of the house from dawn till well after dusk. She just couldn't be everything, and so we lacked guidance, limitations, structure, and well, we raised ourselves. My artistic nature got me through my childhood. It even managed to keep me in school. Learning didn't come easy for me. It was a real struggle at times, but knowing I was getting up to go paint on the school walls got me up and out of bed and out the door. As an emerging adult, I floundered from college to college, suffering a bona fide identity crisis. I was lost, stuck in a moratorium status, having a great deal of difficulty finding myself. With each flip in direction, I could never be sure if I was insecure or just like too many things to be able to make a concrete decision on any one destination. I transferred to an art institute down south for advertising design, and even though it was located right on the beach, I managed to graduate. Gardner, he got it. He knew that if you wanted to understand an individual's intelligence, you had to have a broad approach to understanding the uniqueness of intellectual abilities. Take me. Ask me to balance your checkbook, and the bank might just notify you of an overdraft. What I lacked in mathematical intelligence, I made up for in spatial intelligence, relying heavily on mental imagery, spatial reasoning, image manipulation, graphic and artistic skills, not to mention having a sometimes very active imagination. As a young adult, I spent a lot of time drawing and daydreaming, and it worked for me. I survived every turning point in my life by being creative. Staying true to my nature gives my life meaning. It makes me feel alive. It fuels my endorphins. It turns out that those lovely little chemicals produced by the central nervous system and pituitary gland not only serve to inhibit the transmission of pain signals, but they're also capable of producing a feeling of euphoria. And I feel it every time I put that brush in hand. Our entire lives, from conception to death, we are creating a lifespan of experience, determining just who we are and who we are likely to become. Our life story. If we looked back and had our lives to do over again, what would we change? Immediately we consider our hardships, our misgivings. If we didn't have those experiences, our lives could have been very different. Who would we be? The smallest components of our lives have the ability to change the course of our very being. What would I change? Nothing. Because when it comes right down to it, everything that I am, all that I experienced, has made me who I am today. And I like me.